My job is to put in place a regulatory framework, to create a regulatory framework, this is what I'm working on, in order that the market can deliver energy efficiency. And I'm going home. I was planning to, because if you listen to what we've just heard, this is about the market delivering energy efficiency. Each of the things, I mean, it's a brilliantly put together programme, I think, each of the things that we've heard from is businesses who in one way or another are finding ways to overcome the barriers that we knew about to deliver energy efficiency.
For the last 12 or 18 months, the European Mortgage Federation, European Covered Bond Council has been looking at the ways in which banks can contribute to improving energy efficiency in the European Union. So we know, for example, that buildings account for a large percentage of consumption of energy in the European Union, and we know that the European Commission wants to improve energy efficiency in the Union to meet its EU 2020 energy savings targets. So we've been looking at how we can contribute to that. And so what we are proposing is a private bank financing initiative to support households in the energy efficient renovation of their properties. The idea would be to provide borrowers with a preferential interest rate or additional funds at the time of origination of the mortgage to move their properties out of the brown zone and into the green zone. For the time being, we are very much working on a testing phase, so we'll be piloting our initiative in the next 12 months.
The main changes that our members at the Construction SMEs of Europe are forecasting are the changes in the services that they have to deliver to end clients all over Europe for energy efficiency renovation. Those main changes require also a shift in skills which will deliver social skills, non-technological skills that are so badly needed in order to work together across the different trades of the construction sector and deliver those one-stop shop solutions that clients are expecting.
So first is around customer intelligence. In the same way that retailers use customer data and how they use products and how they buy products to understand what kinds of products they want to buy, energy can use data to understand how customers use energy and which services are going to be best for them. Imagine what you could do if you knew how much lighting a customer used, or how much heating, how much cooling, how much ventilation, or if they had a data center. Second, operational savings are an opportunity to double the size of the energy efficiency market. Operational savings are things like controls that help see when things are on at night, or when things are on holidays, or when things are heating and cooling might be working against each other. Data is the only way to see these things in the off hours when auditors are not there. Third, customers around the world are beginning to expect new services from their data. For example, tell me how high my bill is going to be before it actually comes in, so I can do something preventative to stop it from being so high. They can do things like alerts and remote audits that use the data to help them understand their energy use and manage it proactively. What data really does across all of these three examples is it makes it easier for customers to understand their bill and to lower their bills, and gives more information to providers to help understand which products and services are going to be better and to tune them.
We provide our clients with a lot of guarantees to give them confidence and comfort, and to push them to use energy conservation measures. To do that, we use the International Performance Measure and Verification Protocol, which is IPMVP. We do a lot of measurement before with our clients, so they have comfort regarding where they stand, and we set up targets and verification measures to see where we want to go. After the implementation of the ECMs, the energy conservation measures, we check that everything is in the good range. And once the client is convinced with the first projects that everything is going well, they push us to do new ones.
Buildings are not standalone objects. They are part of an environment, of a wider system. So if we want to improve this system, we have to take into account the surrounding installations of these buildings. District heating and cooling is already and will be at the heart of the future nearly zero emission cities. It is a no regret enabling technologies, supplying today low performance buildings at high temperature, and tomorrow nearly zero energy buildings or passive buildings, which by the way will still have heating and cooling needs, at low temperature.
We need a framework at the European level to incentivize most efficient actions. That is to say, a framework that targets sectors with the highest potential of CO2 reduction, be more selective, and to encourage actions with the fastest return of investment and the highest effect on CO2 reduction. But all these efforts will be vain if we don't have a strong CO2 price signal. We will need also a policy to accompany consumers.
So it's working. Whatever it is that we're doing is somehow working. And that's a different perspective than it was, say, 5 years ago when we were working on this legislative framework. And it fits in with the analysis that we've come to, that what we need to do in our revision of the Energy Efficiency Directive and of the Energy Performance of Buildings Directive is not a thorough, complete rewrite and change. It's really points here, points there that we're looking at. We are working towards targeted revisions of the Energy Efficiency Directive and the Energy Performance Directive. Our target date for that is the 4th of October. We are including an impact assessment which is looking at costs and benefits of targets between 27 and 40%, and we'll make that information available to the decision makers within the Commission, and we'll make it available afterwards to the decision makers in Council and in Parliament. But it won't be a big, big book. And even if I'm not actually going to go home, even if there are some things to do, it's going to be an awful lot. It ought to be possible to progress that relatively quickly at the start of this period of Energy Union, and then we'll see what will happen after then.